Hey, it's Joe from TMV. Thought I'd jump on today and kind of take you guys through a little story about kind of how I got to doing these daily little content videos. The origin story for all this really was we were in a pretty decently big pitch here. We didn't get the business, and that happens. I mean, we pitch a ton. You know, if you're in the agency business, particularly the indie agency stuff, we're always swinging at the bat. But one of the things that the client kind of left us with, you know, a group of people in the room didn't really know who we are. There was a group that knew who we were from like a TMV brand perspective, and then there was a group that wasn't. That was one of the things that really bugged me. It actually bugged me the most out of the whole thing, not getting the business, was I felt like we couldn't be in this town and not have everyone in that marketing and advertising space at least know us, at least have heard of us. Being 20 years in a market, I thought it was almost sacrilegious from a branding standpoint. So from that day on, I kind of thought like, okay, how do we rectify this? If you are an indie shop, you know this too. I mean, everyone wears a lot of hats, and there's only so much time in the day. And at least in my case, one of the things that gets pushed to the back burner was always self-promotion. I don't love getting in front of the camera. It would have been easier to write copy for LinkedIn, but I thought, you know, it's probably more impactful to do this kind of video content. I like talking about branding. I love talking about advertising. So there was a lot of strengths I had. I just was kind of in my own way. I made a plan to doing this. You know, I'm gonna do a post a day, long-term goal, and we're just gonna do it. And a couple of fun things have happened. Really, first, I got cyberbullied by all my friends. You know, from everything from high school and college right away, just, you know, hammering me on text and social media. But then after the initial ribbing, you know, everyone's super supportive. And I think everyone has a bit of imposter syndrome that we all kind of live with, particularly if we're not drawn to this being in front of a camera kind of thing and talking to the world. But I've gotten so much positive feedback of just like, hey, keep going. Hey, you know, it's tough, but you just got to do it. Hey, I like this content. Hey, I like that content. It's been really supportive. The people that you surround yourself with are going to want you to win, and they should want you to win. And you should want the people in your life to win too. So, you know, I think the biggest thing was really understanding that I was kind of standing in my own way. And, you know, the one regret I have is that I didn't start doing this 10 years ago, because it's just building on itself, and it's only positive. So if you're on the fence, if you're thinking about doing something that you're kind of like, I don't know if you know, so-and-so will think one way, or so-and-so will think something, or I'm not a natural at it, I think you just got to jump. Hopefully you see this video and you just make the jump and you just do it, and you'll enjoy it. You know, some of it will be bad, some of it will be awkward. I've got probably 10 minutes of outtakes, so, you know, one day we'll cut that together for everyone to have a good laugh at. But thanks for coming in, and that's kind of a little bit of the origin story of this crazy video a day saga.